Hello and welcome back to Caditex. In today's video, we are going to build your very first Android app using Java. If you are a complete beginner, don't worry, I will explain everything step by step. By the end of this video, you will understand layouts, buttons, click listeners, and how Android apps actually works. So let's get started. I will start with creating a new project. For this project, I will choose the MTView activity, click next. Give your application some name. For my case, I will say my first app, and for the language, let's choose Java first and click finish. And in here, before moving forward, you can leave as recommended and click finish. So once your new project is loaded, this is what you will see on your Android Studio. Two files, mainActivity.java and activity.main.xml. The XML we use for the designing layouts. So we have like here currently basically you will only have the constraint layout. Inside there you have only one text view, and the text view is showing a message hello world. So that's the only thing for now we have, or initially you have on your application. So here we have the mainActivity.java where we will write all logics. For now, let me remove all those unnecessary codes the Android Studio generated for us. So we have basically this is our basic main activity, and we have our basic activity main.xml file. There are two main things you need to understand. The first thing is the Android manifest, and the second thing is the build.gradle. The Gradle and the manifest. So what the manifest actually do, it tells the Android who is your app, what it can do, what permission it need, which screen or activity does it contain, which components start first. So here we have currently one activity, mainActivity.java, and that main activity we have over here. And there is some intent filter here. One is action and one is category. In action, we define this is the main, and category define this is the launcher. So what we are telling to our application that whenever you run our code, this is our initial activity or initial screen you need to show to the user. So this is from where our app will start. So the second thing is the Gradle. So what the Gradle do actually? The Gradle is actually a construction manager that builds your app into the NAPK. It downloads all the dependency you define in dependency block. It manages the app versions. You see here the version code and also the version name. So where you have this version name which will be visible to the user, and this version code is we use the internal code. And we have something like a target SDK, which SDK we want to target, and minimum SDK, which SDK is the minimum that our application should run on. And here is the application ID, or you can say the package of your application. This is the unique identifier for your application. Whenever you want to upload your application or publish your application to the Google Play Store, this is what introduces your application to the world. Alright, so this is the basic introduction of the Gradle and the manifests. We have two Gradles. One is the project level Gradle and one is the app level Gradle. The project level Gradle actually it controls your entire project, and the app level Gradle it's actually control your applications. We have more things like the wrappers properties and the settings. We will see this in upcoming videos. So for now we have main activity and the activity main. On the right hand side, I will quickly bring you through the Gradle. You already know what the Gradle is, where you can build your application, you can actually assemble app, and that all the actions you can perform over here. Also sync your project. Whenever you change something in the Gradle or in the manifest, you have to sync your project to see if there is any issue. This is the play button which whenever you hit this play button, it will run your application on emulator, whatever emulator is running on that time. Here you see the device manager where you can install multiple emulators by clicking the plus button and create a virtual device. You will go and choose your favorite emulator and click next. Choose one system image and click finish. Give your emulator some name and then finish. So once your application or emulator is installed or added, you can just simply click the play button to start your emulator, and your emulator will be showing in running devices tab. So for now, what emulator is running for us is Pixel 6 API 34, and we have that over here. And whenever you click the play button, your application will run on this emulator. The rest of the things are the plugins I installed from our Android Studio settings. Plugins and the marketplace, you search any plugins or whatever you want throughout your application or throughout your development process, so that you can install over here. Alright, so we are done from the IDE introduction, so let's dive into the designing our UI. For the UI, we are using the XML for now. So the XML code you can display in 3 ways. Here you can see there is like just the lines, and these lines tell you that you want to just write the code and you don't want to see the display, the preview. And here you have the lines and the preview both, so it means like you can write your XML here and you can see on the real time on your right hand side in preview. And the other one is just to design, and this one is you can just drag and drop anything you want. Like I want the button, so I put the button down here, and then I just need to attach the button to our layout. So our button, and now in here you can change the properties over here. I don't like this way, so I usually prefer to write my code in here in the XML editor. Okay, so let's quickly build our one basic form for us. For that one, let's choose so you already know the constraint layout. You need to just attach your components to the one side, other side, and to the upper components and the lower components. So that one is actually up to you if you want to choose that way or you want to follow my way. Let's say I will choose the linear layout. So linear layout, actually what does it do is basically either show the components in the horizontal way or in the vertical way. So that one you need to define as orientation. For me, I will choose the vertical. Now you see the text and button is up and down to each other because in vertical alignment. And you can give some padding, and that padding will be 16 dp. So now you see there is some dp padding around your screen. So first thing, now you don't need the constraint layout properties. I will remove all these properties for now. So these are the basic things you have. Okay, so first thing, let's say I have the text over here, and one more thing, let's say I want the gravity of the center, so everything should be in center. All right, so we have text, and this text I will change to login, and I will say font text size, and this size should be 32 dp, and we can also say text style, and this text style bold. Okay, and now what we need to do, I say padding bottom. So from the bottom, how much padding do I need? I say 40 dp. Let's add a new element, and that element will be edit text, and edit text we usually use for the text field. So the width will be match parents, and the height will be web content, and the hint we say username, and also we give some ID, and that ID will be also username. By using this ID, we will be able to access to this edit text. If we want to put anything, padding 16 dp, I think that's enough. Let's copy paste this one, and this one will be password, and here we just say password. So now we have two edit box and one button, and then this button, let's I think okay, this button just padding top, I say 10 dp or maybe 20 dp from the, oh sorry, not padding, it should be margin. Okay, so we have a login text, and we have one edit text for the username, other text for the password, and button. Let's run our application and see how our application looks like. But before that, I think I need to change something over here. My compile SDK will be 36 and target SDK also 36, since I noticed last time that 35 was having some issue. And also you need to understand like in what case we need to hit the sync button. Here also it will give you an option to sync now, or you can just simply click on the sync project with the Gradle file. Okay, so our application has been synced. Now let's run our application and see if we can see our changes on the emulator. This is our emulator, this is our changes, and our application is running. Let's wait for it. Alright, so our application is running, and this is how our UI looks like. We have the login, we have the username, we have password, and also we have a button and the button name is just button. Let's change the button name to login, and here we just say login. Alright, so let's close our application and go to our main activity and write our logic. So let's go to our main activity, and first of all what we need to do here is we will define all the layouts we have in our XML file. So we have a text view, we have edit text, another edit text, and button. So let's go here, and first of all let's say I have a text view, and that text view, for now just define a text view and import the text view. Okay, we don't no need to initialize anything. The second one is the edit text, and this one will be username, and the other one will be password. And we have a button, and that button is, we say button login. Okay, now in our main activity we need to access all of our elements, all of our layouts by ID. We have assigned each and every one an ID. This is I have an ID, this one, and this one. We need one more text over here. Since this text doesn't need any ID, we don't want to change anything over here. Let's say we put one text over here, and this text will be just 14, the DP will be just 14, and this one will be having a message, and this message shouldn't be bold. Bottom is, we just say margin, and this margin, vertical margin, and this vertical margin, we just give them 20, not 20, maybe just 10. Okay, and here we just say some message. Okay, right, that's it. Let's go here, and this one we change to message, and we have button login, and now we need to access all of our elements through the ID. First one is message, and the message we just say find view by id r dot id dot what's the thing, yeah, it's message. So we just access by message, and now the second one is the username, and the third one is the button. Okay. This one, let's say txt, and this one we say btn. Save, and here we just say btn, and this one txt. Okay, now we have access to all of our layouts. Now let's do one thing, which we say button on click listener. What the click listeners should do. We take the user and password from our username.getText.toString. One more thing here, we just say dot trim. Oh, no need the trim. So we get text username.getText.toString, and we store in user, and then also the password we take from here, from the password.getText.toString, and store in the password. And now what we need to do with this with the username and password, let's create one function, and this private void function we say login, and this one should take two we pass parameters. First one is string user, and the other one is the string password. And now in here we need to say, like, if user dot equals, and this one is admin, and password also admin. We just randomly check, like, if the username is equal to admin and the password is equal to admin, or we just say this one is pass. Then what to do, just show a toast, and this toast should show some message, login successful. Okay, else we just show login failed. And also what we need to do is message.set text login failed. All right, in here let's give this text color, and this text color should be red. Let's say primary color. Okay, so since we don't have the red color in our values, we just put the primary color over there. All right, this is and here now what we need to do is to call our login function and pass user and pass here. Okay, so anything else? Oh yeah. All right, let's run our application again. So first let's choose a random thing, and now click login failed. One more thing, let's say I say message dot set visibility, and this one visible dot visibility gone. Sorry, it should be Okay, and when there is error, then we say run again. Alright, let's put the wrong user and wrong password and click login. Login failed, and also you can see the toast, see, and also here. And after that, let's say I put admin and the user password which we set over here, and click login. Now our login is successful. And once our login is successful, we need to hide our the message text, but set visibility again gone. Alright, now let's run again. Okay, put some wrong username and password, and login failed. Now let's put the user as admin and password pass, and now let's click login. Oh, we are logged in now. Okay, so now how we can navigate to another activity when we are successfully logged in. Okay, let's check that one first, and here I will right click new, and go to activity and go to a new empty view activity. Give some name to my activity. I say home activity, and then the language Java and everything leave as default, and click finish. So once you are added your home activity, I will again remove all those basic code which the Android Studio generated for me, and go to the home.activity and just to the code, and in here I will, okay, let's say I just add some text over here, and this text I will just say welcome to home. Okay, and this text constraint top, one side, other side, and the bottom. So now you will see in the middle. And alright, so any other properties if you want to change, you can change the visibility, and also the here you will see the text, what text, and alpha here the font, yeah, here the text style is normal, or you can choose either bold or the theme, what theme you want it to be display, and also the type surface, visibility, width, and everything. You can just put the properties from here. Alright, so the code will be generated automatically. So now what we need to do after the person is successfully logged in, we need to navigate to the home screen. Okay, so the message is visible and the toast message is displayed. Now what we need to do is we say intent, and just say intent is equal to new intent, and in here what we need to do is to say main activity dot this, and now we need to give the name of the destination activity, which is home activity dot class. Okay, and now what we need to do, start activity intent, and we will create a new activity. Let's rerun our application and see our changes are working fine or not. Also, you can check here now. I told you, like in manifest we have the record of our activities. Now you see we have a new activity, but it doesn't have the intent filters. Why? Because we want to start our application from main activity, and the home activity is just another screen. From here we will navigate to the home activity. So now let's put some wrong username and password. Click login, nothing happened, just show the error message, login fail, and the toast. Now the password we put pass, and the username we put admin. The correct username and password, and click login. We are navigated to the next activity. Welcome to home. All right, so for now this is all we can do for the Java, and you already learned how to create the layouts and how to create the text view, edit text and buttons, and also you learn about the accessing all those layouts from your activity, and also you learn about the manifest and how you can add a new screen, and also you learn how to navigate between the screens. So thanks for watching, and in the next video I hope we will be making more things, and I will make things more teach you more in advance. So don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.